welcome into Friday Refresh, which is sponsored by Liberte Ministries at travisloveshaiti.com. The last couple of weeks, we have been talking about the village and its benefits, physical, emotional, and spiritual. Some of you, however, have had bad experiences with your village, whether it's school or church or family. It happens that sometimes we end up in a village that has been more hurtful than it has been helpful. So for you, let's just take a few moments and let's talk about ways to identify toxic relationships and what to do about them. First, let me encourage you not to have the cognitive distortion of all or nothing thinking. See, unfortunately, I've seen many people write off all family and marriage and even church because of their personal bad experiences. While I cannot claim to have had your experience or completely understand what you have been through, I do know that it is unfair and actually unreasonable to assume that your experience is the only experience and that just because it's happened once or even a couple of times, that it means it will happen every time. In fact, that's both all or nothing thinking and overgeneralizing. See the book Feeling Good by David Burns for a full list of cognitive distortions. See, it is almost certain that every situation will not be bad. So how do you identify unhealthiness in relationships? Well, here are a couple of questions to consider to help you. Number one is their distrust. Do you trust the people in your village, your family, your church, your club, your group? Do you consider them selfish or selfless? We generally do not trust those who we believe to be selfish, and that is probably a safety mechanism which is built in. Selfish people don't have mine or your best interest at heart, and it can end in a lot of heartache if you allow them to have control over your heart and mind. Which leads us to the next thought. Is there control? Financially, do they control everything you spend or try to? Do they financially tie your hands or try to keep you under their control? Do they use authority or power to keep you under their thumb? Or they may employ another tactic of control, like thirdly, manipulation. Many in toxic relationships believe that if they threaten to hurt you or themselves, that it will lead you to do what they want. Shame and guilt are tools that can and will be used. I certainly cannot tell you what you can or what you should do in your individual situation, only that it is unhealthy, and if you can't be changed or if they can't be changed, it can't be changed or improved on to make steps towards removing yourself from that situation if there's no other options. Certainly before making a serious change, consult with a counselor or a trusted family member or a spiritual advisor about the options that best suit your situation. But don't go it alone. Whether you've found it yet or not, there is a safe village for you out there somewhere. And that is your Friday Refresh.